How do you find a percentage decrease using a decay factor? You use the formula y equals a times the quantity 1 minus r. Fill in the amounts for the variables you do know, and solve the resulting equation for the unknown decay rate, r. Let's look at an example. A sports shop sold 235 hover scooters in the year 2055. In the following year, 2056, the same shop sold 179 hover scooters. You want to find the decrease in sales by finding the decay rate for the change in scooters sold between these 2 years. You can use this formula with a decay factor by filling in the values of the variables you do know, then solving for the resulting equation. The final amount, y, is equal to the initial amount, a, times the decay factor, 1 minus r, where r is the decay rate. The final amount, y, is 179, which is the number of scooters sold in 2056. The initial amount, a, is 235, the number of scooters sold in 2055. The decay rate, r, in this case is the unknown. To find the decay rate, r, between these 2 years, you'll need to isolate r, meaning getting r alone on one side of the equal sign. So, you first divide both sides of the equal sign by 235. On the right-hand side, you just cancel out the 235s, and on the left-hand side, you get 179 divided by 235. 179 divided by 235 is approximately 0.7617. That means that the decay factor, 1 minus r, is approximately equal to 0.7617. To get a plus sign in front of r, you move it to the left-hand side of the equal sign. Then you move 0.7617 to the right-hand side. You now have the expression r is approximately equal to 1 minus 0.7617. 1 minus 0.7617 is 0.2383. And on the left-hand side, you were left with r, which is the decay rate you were looking for. That means that between these 2 years, there was a 23.83% decrease in hover scooters sold at the sports shop. Notice that r is the same as the relative percent change. Recall that the formula is relative percent change equals the new value minus the old value divided by the old value. The calculation is as follows. In the numerator, you get 179 minus 235, which equals minus 56. And in the denominator, it's just 235. Minus 56 divided by 235 is approximately equal to minus 0.2383. 0.2383 times 100% gives you minus 23.83%, which is the same answer. To find a percentage decrease, you can use a formula with a decay factor, y equals a times the quantity 1 minus r. Fill in the values of the variables you know, and solve for the variable r.